Alrighty guys, we're back for some mono red goblins, and this is a Lost Caverns of Ixalan early access standard brew, and we're also back for some brand new red cat artwork. But wait, we have to get dressed up for the occasion. Okay, there we go. Let me know what you think of the new art in the comments, and let's go ahead and skip the rest of the intro nonsense so we can start going over these new cards. Let's start with Diamond Pickaxe. This is a 1 mana artifact equipment. It has Indestructible, which is going to be important. Equipped creatures get +1/+1 and have, when this creature attacks, create a treasure token. Nice. So it doesn't have to actually like land the hit. It's just whenever it attacks. That's pretty cool. The equip cost is 2, hopefully not too steep. Now, why is that Indestructible important? Because we're going to pair this with Gleeful Demolition. And while this wasn't a suggestion in the Discord, over in the Discord, some of you guys were talking about this 2-card combo with Gleeful Demolition, which was pretty awesome. So, of course, I had to try it out in some goblins. Gleeful Demolition has been around for a bit, but I'm going to go over it because it's essential to this build. So it's a 1-mana sorcery. Destroy target artifact. So if you target the Diamond Pickaxe, Indestructible means it doesn't actually get destroyed. If you controlled that artifact, create 3 1/1 red Phyrexian goblin creature tokens. Nice. Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. So we do have some new goblins from the new set. Goblin Tomb Raider is a 1-mana 1/2 goblin pirate. As long as you control an artifact, Goblin Tomb Raider gets +1/+0 and has haste. So hopefully in this build it's just a 1-mana 2/2 with haste, which sounds pretty good, man, and especially since it's also a goblin, so it's going to pair well with the cards that work with goblins. More new goblins. Enterprising Scallywag. This is a 2-mana 2/2 at the beginning of your end step. If you descended this turn, create a treasure token. Well, what's descend? Well, you descend each time a permanent card is put into your graveyard from anywhere. So, excuse me, so unfortunately that doesn't include like tokens, like treasure tokens and blood tokens and stuff like that. It is permanent cards from anywhere, but that does like include your hand, so it's going to pair well with cards like Twinshot Sniper, which has a channel ability here for 1 and a red. Discard Twinshot Sniper, it deals 2 damage to any target. So if you channel this into the grave, that does count as descending for the Scallywag, which means you'll get that treasure token at your end step, which is pretty cool, man. Now, Twinshot Sniper is also a 4-mana 2/3 with reach, and when it ETBs, deals 2 damage to any target, and it's a Goblin Archer, so it feels like it fits perfect in here. Oh, it's also an artifact, so it does work with like Gleeful Demolition and the Tomb Raider as well. Do we have any other new goblins? We do. We have a 1 of Breeches, Eager Pillager. This is a 3-mana 3/3 first strike legendary creature, Goblin Pirate. When a pirate you control attacks, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn, so you can create a treasure token, or target creature can't block this turn, or exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn, so you can do all 3 of those if you attack with 3 pirates, which honestly shouldn't be too bad in here when the Scallywags are pirates as well as the Tomb Raider as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Other new cards we have is like Ancestor's Aid. This is a 2-mana instant speed. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Create a treasure token. Nice. So it's kind of in here for that treasure token, just to be another way to get artifacts onto the board for that Gleeful Demolition. More ways to get artifacts onto the board for the Gleeful Demolition. Voldaren Epicure making the cut this time as well. It's a 1-mana 1/1. When it ETBs, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you create a blood token as well. Unfortunately, it's not a goblin vampire, but it's still going to be worth all 4 of them, I think, at least. Also rocking 4 Cacophony Scamps here in the 1-mana spot, so it's a 1-mana 1/1. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do, proliferate. When Cacophony Scamp dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. It's going to be a very powerful goblin in here overall. Also rocking a couple Wrenn's Resolve. This could also just be a Reckless Impulse, same card, but opting for the newer ones this time around. Yeah, 2 of those are going to go a long way. Rundvelt Hordemaster, of course, had to make the cut. 2-mana 1/1. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. And when Hordemaster or another goblin you control dies, exile the top card of your library. If it's a goblin creature card, you may cast that card until the end of your next turn. That's pretty good, man, especially when we have 23 goblins packed into the build, so a pretty good chance of actually hitting a goblin off the top with the Hordemaster, which is awesome. couple Squees made the cut as well. And then on the very top end, City on Fire as a 2-of. This is an 8 mana enchantment with Convoke, so our creatures can help us cast it. Hopefully in this deck we're going wide pretty easy, and maybe we can get this nice and cheap onto the board, especially off of like a couple Gleeful Demolitions. All of a sudden this gets super cheap, huh? So if a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage instead. We played with City on Fire a few times in the past, and it's been an MVP every single time. Okay, the mana base, 16 mountains, Force Rock and a Crucible, have a Mirrex in here as well. Does generate artifact creatures, which could come in handy, huh? Also a new one, Cavern of Souls. Apparently this is a reprint. So as a ETBs, you choose a creature type in here. You're choosing Goblins, obviously. So you can tap it for a colorless, or tap it, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type, and that spell can't be countered. Nice. So maybe we even want more of these depending on how many counter spells we end up running into, right? Some honorable mentions, Goblin Blast Runner almost made the cut. Feels super weird not playing with like Play with Fire and Lightning Strike it here, but I just didn't have room. We're just packing it with so many different goblins and of course new cards as well. Thought about Roaming Throne, this could be a cool one. And I thought about Blazing Crescendo instead of Ancestor's Aid, but I wanted the artifacts off of the Ancestor's Aid more than anything else, so. Okay guys, is that everything? Let's go ahead, take it into some games and see how we do. Right into that first game somehow, guys. Let's go. Okay. What am I expecting from the build? I'm expecting a little bit of jank. Ooh. Hey, pickaxe combo with demolition with only 1 mountain. It's worth it. Let's try it. Let's do this. All right. All right, so we start with pickaxe, turn 1. Okay, Lore Keeper coming down, so some dinos. Come on, pickaxe, do a thing. So turn 2, we have Gleeful Demolition, even if we don't see a mountain. That's pretty beautiful, man. Stomper coming down. Yeah, some big Gruul dinos over here, probably, especially with the early ramp. Tomb Raider has haste. So it's still probably demolition for the turn, right? And the Tomb Raider's haste as well. That's pretty good, huh? Wonder if we... No, it's demolition. It's demolition. Especially if we see like a Hordemaster off the top. We get to keep that pickaxe. There we go. We did the 2-card combo in the first game. That feels good. Ooh, buddy. Okay, you may pay 2. Target dinosaur you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. I guess the Tomb Raider's gone, huh? They paid 4 mana. Stomper gonna hit it. Nice. It's actually really sick going turn 3 Stomper into the Firstborn with the 4 mana. So, Ancestor's Aid, that's not bad. Let's have good blocks, but they don't know it's in hand. So, I think we full swing. See what they do. Uh-oh. I can't attack. Uh-oh. Game. Ah! Ah, what's happening? I'm lagging. I don't know what that was about. Sorry, opponent. Hopefully it doesn't look strange over there. Let's go ahead and get rid of that, huh? First strike and everything. We get to keep our Goblin. We get a treasure, which will get Scamp down, I think. Yes, I think that's worthwhile. Just like keeping the board full of Goblins is good if we see that Hordemaster off the top, right? I think that makes sense. And hopefully that lag doesn't happen again when we try to... Woohoo! Hordemaster off the top! Alright, we got some more ramp. Paleontologist. Pay 2, exile target card. Okay, they don't have any mana to pay, so we're just going to focus on our turn here. Well, they do with the Lore Keeper, but that's only for dinosaur spells. Alright, cool attack. There we go, no lag that time. That's good news. They are going to do some trades here. Cacophony Scamp can pick up Lore Keeper or hit their face for an extra 2. What would we prefer? Let's see what we see. Oh, okay, this works too. Lore Keeper or face? Lore Keeper or face? Let's go Lore Keeper. Let's get rid of that extra ramp so they don't get their mid-range dinos anytime soon. Oh, we saw no goblins off of the 2 triggers on Hordemaster. There's a Mirrex city on fire. Oh man. Well, at this point we didn't need 2 of them. Woo! Trumpeting Carnosaur on the top and another Lore Keeper. Luckily, the Stomper can't block. The mana's pretty good. We can finally equip Pickaxe and do a thing this turn as well, and we ramp with the Pickaxe too. Alright, let's do this. Do we keep the ramp or play the second Pickaxe? It's going to be Epicure, we know that much. I guess we just play the second Pickaxe. Because I'm not going to spend 8 mana next turn to play City on Fire when we have a good chance of just winning anyways. Trumpeting Carnosaur hitting the board, Discover 5. What do they hit? Bone Horde Dinosaur. Oh my goodness, maybe I wanted to spend the 8 mana. This can't block. But they can block 2 things here. So if we spread out the damage, I guess we're just going for it, huh? We get 2 more treasure tokens. We just keep slamming face as much as possible, regardless of where their blocks are. How do you guys feel about that? Okie dokies. 4 getting through. See what we see off the top. It's going to be a mountain. Oh, the first strike on the Bone Horde actually means only 2 went through. The opponent's still in this, guys, so if I would have held off or kept that treasure from last turn to get the City on Fire down, then there would have been a threat of us dying after the fact. So I'm going to keep the treasures. We're in danger, guys. We're in danger now. Oh, no. Oh, was there a better way through? Yeah, the first strike getting the Hordemaster off the board first was pretty bad. And the 3 cards we exiled with Hordemaster. With 23 goblins, seeing 3 cards, I guess the odds were at least one of them being a goblin, right? Oh, crap. Dude, that card looks super dangerous. Okay, well, they're nice and wide. I wonder if this Cacophony Scamp can get us there. Oh, no. They all get haste from the Hatcher? Oh. Oh, are we dead? Oh my goodness, dude. What on earth? This came out of nowhere, man. But yeah, if we double equip Pickaxe to the Scamp and swing, then that is 3. So it does come down to the opponent's full swing here, winning them the game. As these both have trample, so that's 14 regardless. 5 in the air, that's 19. So it would be the full swing, and the Stomper can swing, or can't it? Can the? I can't see. My dinosaur's in the way. No, it can't attack yet. So we are forced to block, unfortunately. Oh, crap. Okay. So it's 21 coming through no matter what, right? GG opponent. Very good game. I mean, there was probably a way through, right? And the double trumpeting connoisseur. Wow, that did too much, way too fast. I'm guessing a Tolly's on this top end too, right? Very nice. I'm concerned that we're gonna see a lot of Gruul dinos today. But our deck totally did a thing too. Had I played it out a bit better, I think maybe we could have got there, because the opponent got super low. The first strike really did us in there. But even so, the opponent was about to win off of that haste anyways. So if I would have equipped... No, that doesn't work. Because we only had 2 mana. It takes 2 mana to equip the Pickaxe. I'm trying to think. Hey! Hello, good game. Dude! This is so cool, man. These VIP events are so neat. Okay. We go first. That's good news. It is good news. These will have haste next turn, so we're going to start with the Pickaxe. That's totally fine. And then turn 2, double down on the Goblin Tomb Raider. That sounds really cool. Oh, crap. Did they mulligan twice? Gasp. Might be getting pretty unlucky over there. I really like the diamond pickaxe. It's really neat. I really liked what it did in that first game. Forest. Oh boy. Okay. Lore Keeper. We might be able to get some revenge against some dinos. Let's do this. Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider. Go, 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 go. Next turn, we could totally play... Oh, thank you. Next turn, we could equip the pickaxe. I wonder if they trade. Probably not. So we can play our third. We can successfully equip the pickaxe. Full swing. We'll still have 2. And depending on what they end up doing, we play Scallywag and get that treasure back and just have more on the board. Okay. No, we won't get the treasure back because nothing died. Yeah, it's still going to be Scallywag. I think that's still fine. Just more goblins on the board is going to be important. We could have also gotten 2 extra damage through. Oh, buddy, that is 2 turns too early. We got to watch out for that first strike this time round, too. Luckily, the Ancestors' Aid might actually be enough. Okay. We didn't need to play that land. We should have kept it just in case we wanted to trade it out with like a blood token or something. Okay, ready for this first strike kill? Let's do this. New cards only, apparently, in the deck, right? I'm gonna keep the other one in case that happens again. And then I'll re-equip this to the... probably the Tomb Raider. And then get a treasure. We have way too much land, but I'll tell you what, City on Fire off the top would be pretty cool. Because we have the mana for it. When it's at 7, but man, turn 3, Bone Horde Dracosaur. Woo! Hatcher coming down. Couple blockers. This is something else, man. And then they immediately get the 3/3 with that too. I guess it is a 5-mana card, but it looks pretty sick, and it did a lot in that last game too. So yeah, we need a little bit more. Not land. Oh crap, dude. Do we keep swinging anyways? I'm gonna keep this land. We're gonna keep swinging. Maybe they'll take the 5. I don't think so though, since the Ancestors' Aid was already shown in the build. Not drawing too well here, I'd say. We get a chance to take out that Hatcher, which I believe we do, and let the Tomb Raider die. And then we'll do the, this is way too much treasure for how much land we're seeing here. Okay, spend the 2, equip the Scallywag. We get another treasure from the Scallywag, so we're definitely not playing this mountain. Come on, City on Fire off the top, even though it wouldn't do too much because they have so many chump blockers, but still. This has been awesome so far. Even if we see another mountain, I'm still relatively satisfied with what we were able to showcase this game as well. You know what I mean? I should probably look at... Okay, another Paleontologist comes down. Yeah, they got blockers for days, unfortunately. Exile target card from a graveyard. You may cast dinosaur creature spells from among cards you own exiled with the Paleontologist. Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, we might need to start activating the Mirrex. Might need to start activating that. Maybe we should have actually kept some mana for that. Keep that in hand. Swing, they probably double block the Scallywag. We don't, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They do go for the double block. I think we just continuously full swing regardless of what we're seeing, right? On this board. because any turn we hold back could be incredibly detrimental, as they're about to recast stuff from the grave with the Paleontologist too. So they can do the exile since they have 2 open. Okay, that's super scary, man. Super scary stuff. Okay, I'm gonna keep the Mountain in hand, same concept with the blood token, and we can do the Mirrex on their turn, actually. We might as well equip the pickaxe too, and then just do Mirrex with all the extra treasure. Well, if we do Mirrex with all the extra treasure, yeah, no, we'll still have the 8 for a City on Fire. But again, we're not wide enough for that to be super effective anyways. Yep, the Dracosaur can come down. That's so scary, dude. Oh, man. A couple turns of Mirrex could go a long way. Okay, flying first strike, hitting the board. We'll go ahead and activate the Mirrex. Okay, Gleeful Demolition. That is awesome. Okay, so now we wait till next turn to swing, right? Because we don't want to lose any of our creatures in case we see a Hordemaster off the top. I believe so, and we'll also take the turn for Mirrex again, and same concept with the Mountain, keeping it for potential blood tokens. Okay. So no attacks. Keep extra for Mirrex. End turn. Or now, again, City on Fire, now we're wide enough too. Well, maybe not. Dude, these Dino decks look super scary. They get that 3-1 off of the Dracosaur. Trumpeting Connoisseur. Oh, crap, dude. This Discover 5, though. Okay, it's just a Lore Keeper this time, thank goodness. Oh, man. Probably a swing, right? Well, maybe not. They still don't know what's in hand. Gonna hold back one more turn. Let's go ahead and get that Mirrex token. We still have 7 mana, so if we see a City on Fire, we have the Mountain to play. Oh no, another Mountain. Crap. Let's see, they have 5 in the air, 7 with the trample here. 6 creatures total. Okay, let's just keep Mirrex open, right? I guess that's that for the turn. See if we see something a little better next turn. Yeah, we super fizzled out with all this extra mana too, and like, boy, we got a lot of treasure fast, so we might want to consider dropping a land. Talk about that more in the final thoughts potentially. Also, dude, the Paleontologist seems super sick, man. Like, they lost 2 great dinosaurs, but being able to just go ahead and replay them. Cavern of Souls for dinos. The Hatcher gives their other dinos haste. It's probably a full swing turn, right? And they get to turn one of these eggs into a 3/3. Hammer Skull also gonna get haste. Dude, this is wild. I'm assuming it's going to be a full swing here. And we'll have to chump, right? Because it's 5 in the air. The 7/6 has trample. We'll have to chump the 6/6. Or we could just let the damage go through too. But I'm super curious to see what's on top here. Still have a treasure. It looks like they might end up holding back just in case. I mean, they are at 7, so that does make sense to me. Okay, so this has trample. Let's block the 6 and take the 13. Maybe we just like take the 19. Let's take the 19. I didn't miscount, right? Now I'm concerned. Okay, down to 1. That's really funny. Okay, Mirrex. Maybe it's a City on Fire on the top. It's a diamond pickaxe. Womp womp. Well, we definitely do the fun thing here and swing on in, right? Because they have it on board next turn regardless, because of the Dracosaur. Go for the swing. Eat some treasures. See where they block. Very nice. That is, like, super scary. This card looks wild, man. Trumpeting Connoisseur. Yep, they got good blocks across the board here. And we got one going through. So can our one card in hand do 6 damage? No, unfortunately. We'll let them swing on in too, because they don't like you to concede in these early access events. I think unless there's lethal on the board, but I mean, you guys know me anyways. I usually don't concede it, especially when the opponent has like a fun swing. Ooh, hulking raptor. Dude, dinos look super scary. Alright, here comes the full swing. Pass. Good game. Alright, if we see a little bit less mountains, I think we would have been in that one too, guys, huh? Maybe there's a better way to play it out. Awesome to go up against Hello Good Game. I think that was my first game against them, so that's awesome. A little nerve-wracking, just a little bit, but this is the 3rd early access event we've been a part of. Wait, 3rd? Yes, I believe 3 now. So I'm getting a little less nervous to go up against everyone. Just a little, though. Alright, opponent, what you bringing to the table, buddy? Dinos? I hope not, I hope not. 2 games in a row of dinos was pretty brutal. No artifacts for Gleeful Demolition, but I think this is still a keepable hand, man, right? So, oh no, no new cards. Well, that's okay. It's still like a keepable hand. We have a lot of new cards packed in, so we'll probably draw something. I can imagine. Twinshot is, of course, like, it doubles as removal in the early game, too, which is going to be interesting. We see the Scallywag. It'd be nice to see that with the channel ability, just to, like, play that out. Alright, Scamp. It's your turn, buddy. We'll get the Hordemaster down right away as well. Regardless of what happens to Scamp here, too. Oh, no, guys. Dinosaurs is very popular right now. Oh, there's a new card. Alright, let's get that Hordemaster. Swing for 2. Yeah, at least we saw one new card here. So that way the opponent doesn't think I'm just playing with some kind of old Goblins build. Yep, dinosaur. Oh, crap, guys. What's up? Woo! That is a lot to get around. If they block the Scamp, we could target with Scamp. We could, well, that's not going to work well, is it? The Gleeful Demolition, crap. Okay. If we, I don't know. Is this worth it? And then we'll have the treasure open. Okay, Ancestors, let's see what they do, because they might take this too. But Ancestors Aid, okay, so we use this, have a treasure token for the Gleeful Demolition next turn. Maybe see a Goblin off the Hordemaster. Unfortunately, I'd love to just get that 4 damage to face, but we should probably take out this 6/6, right? Dude, that's a turn 2 6/6. I don't even know where to begin with that. Okay, remember, you can't just pop the treasure. I feel like I've done that in the past. But no, you need that treasure to target with the Gleeful Demolition, so we do have to wait on that. So 2 mana, 3 Goblins isn't bad. Hordemaster, luckily, no play from the opponent. So if we go Scallywag, treasure doesn't count as anything. If we go Squee... Okay, not too many options here, I would say. It's probably Gleeful Demolition for 2 mana, get a couple extra Goblins. And that's it. It feels bad, but at least the opponent didn't play anything last turn too, so Like, we actually got 3 goblins down. Okay, turn 4, a Dracosaur. Not seeing too many. See, the first strike hits the Hordemaster, then this is only 3 damage getting through. Not seeing, like, too many. Well, Scallywag is a start, I suppose. If we lose Hordemaster, we'll get the treasure and we can go Demolition again, but losing Hordemaster means this awesome buff board state. Either way, we'd lose it to the Dracosaur's first strike if we swung regardless, so I think it's no attacks. Guys, can we get there against these mid-range dino decks? 3 in a row is rough business. And like, it's fast mid-range too. Like, this is wild. There's the Trumpet and Connoisseur. Oh no. Okay, they swing. I would have swung as well. Gleeful Demolition. We get that treasure on the Scallywag. We can go Twinshot Sniper, get the treasure for next turn, or we could go Goblin Tomb Raider and just accept our fate. Oh, we still don't have the... Yeah. Okay. Let's just swing with these, keep the Scallywag back. Yeah, we still don't have the artifact on the board either. I think this is theirs, especially with that lineup. We got really lucky that they didn't hit anything on turn 3. Okay, now let's see what we see off of the Hordemaster. 1 mana cards would be good. 1 mana Goblins. Was that 3 mountains in a row? Oh no. Oh no, guys. That's rough. And also, since Gleeful Demolition is a sorcery, we couldn't even use that treasure token at the end there for that. We had to wait for the next turn. But either way, guys, if we would have kept our blockers back, look at this swing on their next turn, right? And then they could always play that, like, hasty dino, too. All right, game 4. Game 4, I believe. I believe that it will not be a dinosaur deck that the opponent is playing. Okay. So that is more than 15, so we got to chump the 6. Take 12. I wasn't even paying attention to what they were playing. Skullport Nexus. Oh, double. Oh. Well, I guess that's that. GG opponent here. I'll show them my Twinshot Sniper. Take out their 3-1 and then drop the good game. That was a tough time, huh? I guess a 3rd mana there would have been pretty good. But I don't know if we can get through against these dinosaur mid-range guys. Hopefully we see something different here. There's not much I can do since it's like the early access event, you know? Limited amount of time as well. Being that it's only 1 day. It'd be awesome if the early access events were 2 days instead, but I don't think they'll ever do that. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and pause the recording until we find that next match. Okay, here we are. Alright, opponent, please. No more dinosaurs, please. Alright, let's give this hand a shot. Keep 7. We have City on Fire here, so... a couple Gleeful Demolitions off the top. That would be pretty good. Start with the pickaxe, because Goblin Tomb Raider will be a 2-2 with haste next turn, and we can play the second pickaxe too. Monarch Veteran. Guys, we're safe. We're free from the dinos. Let's go. Go, 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 Tomb Raider, pickaxe. Okay, Gleeful Demolition number 1 off the top, and then the second one right after. That's what we want to see. Voice of the Blessed, life gain build, Selesnya life gain. That could be super scary. Twinshot, okay. Okay. If we go... get the treasure off this, we get a free equip then. And we still get to play Hordemaster. Or we could have done Hordemaster first, but then we wouldn't have the pickaxe equipped is the thing. Okay, they do not accept that trade. Let's get that Hordemaster down. Yeah, at that point, I wouldn't have accepted that trade either. Voice of the Blessed gets insane too fast. Okay, good. Tap land. It is it's the new Restless one, though, which becomes a 3/3 green and white llama creature until end of turn. Still a land. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay. Dude, the Restless lands look so cool. All of them. All of them just look decent, man. It's a good thing they enter tapped, right? Giada, okay. Probably playing with one of the new angels then, or a couple of them. Yep, we take that 4. Luckily that doesn't have vigilance yet. Twinshot does ping the Giada, and we still have the Tomb Raider. But if we go Tomb Raider, and then equip Pickaxe, we'll generate 2 treasure tokens. They might accept this trade here, but I don't accept that trade. So 2 treasure tokens, Twinshot, ping the Giada. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Never mind. I'm only playing Twinshot if we have to. So they might chump here. Okay. So they want to keep Giada to ramp into an angel, and I want to keep the treasures to ramp into City on Fire. So, all right, let's risk it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, the thought process there, of course, take out that Giada. But since we have 8 total on this board, I don't know, it might be decent. Any 1 drop off the top is just free at that point. Resplendent Angel, that's one of the new ones, which I also think is a reprint. Yep, 6. They're back up to 12. A 7/7 Vigilance Flyer, definitely getting that damage through. Down to 8. My turn. Pickaxe. Okay, I think that's game, unfortunately, right? I don't know what else we could have seen off the top that would have been decent there. So technically, we do get the swings off of the Tomb Raiders because they replace themselves with treasures. So we do get to do that first. Other than that, then we use the treasures in the Rundvelt. That we'll lose 1 here, and they probably don't trade here. All right, we still do this though because we're dead from flyers next turn. If we would have gotten rid of Giada, they wouldn't have had the extra ramp to play the Lunarch Veteran and the Angel on the same turn. Hordemaster. Oh, man. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not a 1 mana. Let's go ahead, tap everything down, City on Fire, let the opponent swing on in. Dude, the deck's playing really cool. I'm still actually a little proud of it. I do wonder how much life gain they ended up getting this game. A decent chunk. The Lunarch Veteran still just being an absolute beast of a card. So if they gain 5 or more life, they get a 4/4 White Angel creature token with flying. I'm surprised they didn't get that last turn. I could have sworn they gained 5 or more life. Hey, good game, opponent. Good game. Woo, buddy. Hey, it wasn't dinosaurs. That is great news. That is really, really great news, right? All right. Such a fun time, dude. Let's keep going. It's like Christmas every time we get to play with a new set. You guys know that feeling? It really is. Ooh, right into the next one. Didn't have to pause that time. Opponent, are you bringing dinos to the table, opponent? Okay, a bit of a different hand this time round. But the last couple hands, we would have loved Gleeful Demolition. There's a reason I have 4 of them instead of 3, right? Because it seems to be super essential. I'm just now noticing that the dinosaurs are lowered in on a rope. That is awesome, dude. Holy cow. All right, Epicure, because we got the artifact on the board then, and then Gleeful Demolition was beautiful. It's gonna be dinos. No. All right, we could get there. This is revenge against the dinos this time round. Revenge against the dinos. We're gonna go for the swing first, then Gleeful Demolition. Swing for 2. That is a great trade for us. Okay, 2 gets through instead. Gleeful Demolition. And land off the top doesn't do it yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, land off the top does do it. For City on Fire. Other than that, just spamming out our other 1-drops is going to be completely fine too. Hammer Skull. Dude, just the fact that this is a 6/6. You know what I'm surprised we haven't run into? I know this is literally the first games. Alright, let's take that 6. Maybe we'll see this at some point during early access, but like a new fight rigging build. Like I'm expecting to see Salt Tie fight rigging at some point. Guys, what if we die next turn? I'm going for it. First of all, we get free 1-drops. Free 1-drops because Convoke. And here we go. I'll tell you what, if the opponent has it, they have it. They have 9 on the board, first of all, so they don't need much more. If they have another Hammer Skull, it's 12 getting through. So, like, you know, I don't think they're going to have it, but City on Fire is on this board. Can we get there with Goblins, guys? This is any source that deals damage, too, so... They have good blockers. Everything's triple, including the Twinshot in hand. They go for the swing. And we have an awesome swing here, dude. An awesome swing. And then Twinshot also does the thing as well. And Epicure also dealing triple too, if we needed to. Good game, opponent. We got there. We got our revenge against Gruul dinosaurs. Oh, man. Okay, let's go ahead and go over the deck, guys. We're 42 minutes in, and I have way too many other videos to record today. Oh, dear. I know one thing. I probably won't be recording a Gruul dinosaur deck. That's really funny, dude. Here's the deck list again. It really struggled to get there in a lot of those games, but really cool. I think that technically, maybe doing some rearranging with numbers, I think we might be able to have a little bit more of a consistent time. Maybe the quadruple diamond pickaxe was excessive, but I feel like the 4 Gleeful Demolitions were necessary. There's always going to be those games where you see the demolition, but for some reason, even though your deck is packed full of them, you're just not seeing any ways to get artifacts on the board. And then there's going to be games where you see like all of your artifacts and then you're just like, oh man, Gleeful Demolition off the top, that would be awesome. But then you never see it. That's just like how Magic is. So that doesn't mean that having the awesome combo with Demolition is not worth having it in here. As we saw in that last game, just spamming creatures on the board is so essential. 2 City on Fire seemed about right. I actually wouldn't drop these, even if it is considered like a janky pick. I think it's often going to be a win condition, and same concept, like there's going to be a lot of games where you're just like, oh man, City on Fire off the top, that would win us the game, or something along those lines, right? Unfortunately, there's going to be other games where you see it and you can actually successfully play it, but then the opponent wins next turn anyways, so that's a reason to maybe consider just a one-of instead, and just try to include more stuff for more consistency. Like, I do think we want a 3rd Wrenn's Resolve. We were seeing so many land and so many treasures, so many ways to generate treasures. I'm actually a little shocked at how easy it was to get a lot of extra mana on the board. So I could also see dropping down to 18 land. There's going to be moments, man, where you're just like, ah, man, but a 3rd land, we'd be able to do 2 things on the same turn. Once you go down to 18, you're going to be stuck at 2 often, I would say. It's just one of those things, even though I know a lot of people do play with like 18 and like just regular red deck wins and stuff. So really depends. I think we could successfully drop a mountain and especially go up a Wrenn's Resolve, because worst comes to worst, if you are stuck at 2 mana, Wrenn's Resolve will at least help you see 2 off the top, get that 3rd mana from that. So I could at least see that. Drop a mount and go up a Wren's Resolve, totally fine. Other than that, what would you add or take out? How about those honorable mentions? Which one of those do you guys think should have made the cut? Ancestor's Aid was pretty cool, man. Nice little common here. Just the 2 mana, I guess, feels a little steep, but it kind of like immediately pays you back with the treasure, which is really cool. And the first strike really should come in handy often, I would say. When the opponent thinks they're just going to kill something with Thalia, then you have your own first strike Thalia's gone. Well, Thalia's a bad example because then this gets taxed up to 3, but hey, at least you get a treasure back, right? Yeah, no, I actually like it. I do. There's probably moments too where the Cacophony Scamp getting first strike could actually come in handy, like depending on where the opponent ends up blocking. If Scamp is getting through, then Ancestor's Aid onto the Scamp, first strike hits through, activate the Scamp's ability, and then like ping one of the other creatures that the opponent ends up blocking there or something. You know, I feel like there are going to be those moments. It's a really cool little combo there too. I liked all 4 Epicures. I could also potentially see dropping down to 3 of these as well and just looking for something more to increase the consistency. And Breeches, we didn't get to see today. Oh no, it's still a cool little goblin, but there's a reason there's only one of them in here because it doesn't say whenever a goblin you control attacks, it's just a pirate. Even though we have enough pirates in here to kind of sort of work with it, and it obviously works with itself too because it doesn't say whenever another pirate attacks. So it's still a neat little goblin, but definitely just the one of, I would say. And Twinshot Sniper, as we saw, especially against all those dinos, was not enough removal, and in general in Standard is probably not enough removal too. Still really like how that channel works with the Scallywag though as well. A lot of cool little combos packed into this Goblin build, huh? Guys, either way, if you made it this far into the video for real, y'all are champions. Again, let me know what you think of the new Red Cat art down in the comments as well. And I will see you in the next video.